Hi, I'm George Ellis of Media Group 13D1, and I will be doing my media evaluation of Female of the Species through a video. Well, I think first of all, one of the main ways that we use current conventions and forms in real media products is through the close-up shots that we have of our lead singer. These are always going to be very important because for a new band starting out, you need to gain recognition instantly. And through these close-up shots, people are able to recognize his face, able to recognize who he are. It's one of these situations where the other two members of the band are going to have to step back and not have so much of a focus on them, which I feel we've done, because the band needs a recognizable, needs someone that everyone can recognize with, and that is 99% of the time is always going to be the lead singer. So I feel in that way we've used media products quite effectively. Another way we've effectively used current forms and conventions of real media products is through interchanging between a narrative and a performance, and for a narrative and a performance-based video. There are many music videos that do this. It is something commonly done, and we felt that after considering both a singular performance and a singular narrative, we didn't feel we'd have enough strong material to make a full music video of either one or the other. And so we thought we could cut the two together, and that would work quite well, and we feel it has. It's always important to have a performance in there, especially when a band is starting out, again, for the recognition that you need to gain. I feel as well that through the use of our lead singer as the main lead in our narrative, again it's able to gain him much more recognition. Because people are getting more accustomed to his face, and they're being able to I'll say recognize again, but I've used that word way too many times. Yeah, I feel people can relate to him. I feel that people can relate to him in a way, because although it's a subject that's looked at in quite a fun and kind of relaxed way, then people watching the video may have been in that situation where they'll do anything for a partner in their relationship and just be treated like absolute rubbish. And I feel in this way, it gives something that the audience can relate to the lead singer and relate to the band, and that gains more fans, more publicity for the band. One way I think that we've developed real media products, especially for this sort of genre, of sort of indie, sort of Britpop, that kind of area, is how I feel the videos are a lot more fun than a lot of videos currently out there. If you were to look at the lyrics of the song and if you actually listen to the song, it is quite a sad song about almost about heartbreak, and about the sort of the power that women have over men, and how and how this makes men feel. And I suppose if you look at certain videos, like There's a Light That Never Goes Out by the Smiths, How to Disappear Completely by Radiohead, and bands of that sort of area, the music videos for the song fit quite well with that sort of eerie, kind of unsettling tone, and often can become quite depressing. And I feel that by giving the relationship a sarcastic feel, it actually comes out quite well, and we've managed to develop this sort of stereotype and bring it forward and give something new that people haven't really seen before. One way I feel it challenges current media products is I think that one way that we challenge current media products out there is, I think, is through the use of showing dominance through women without using voyeurism and voyeuristic meanings. Certainly, people like Madonna and Kylie Minogue and Britney Spears, who use a lot of voyeurism to display female dominance in their videos. I feel we've done it a completely different way. The way we've done it is through showing a reversing stereotypes in men and women. I mean, if you look at a lot of you look at a lot of the you look at a lot of the scenarios in the video, they are specifically tailored to be a reversing stereotypes. You know, the woman of the house makes the food. It is more likely for the man to cheat, and you know, as much as as wrong as it is to say domestic violence in a house, it is more than likely. I mean, it's 1 in 4 women will some point in their life experience domestic violence. So I think we've turned the stereotypes on their head and challenged these forms not only in in other media products but in real life. But we've done it without using voyeurism, and I think that's quite a unique thing about our video, and something that personally I'm quite proud of. Another way that we challenge current real life media products at the moment is the fact that the simple use of guitar music. If you look at a lot of bands out there at the moment, certainly in the mainstream, there are currently no major guitar bands. Certainly British bands coming up at the moment. We've been quite lucky. We've been quite lucky in the sense that as our band fits this, this is something that in theory we have been able, as a band, we can exploit, and something that works. You know, I think it's the sort of thing that just because guitar music seems to be, you know, it seems to be, it seems to have died down a bit, and it seems to have it seems to have died down a bit, and it seems to have no, there's no, it seems like there's no place for it in mainstream anymore. By, like, say, the Kings of Leon. That doesn't mean people don't want it, and that doesn't mean people aren't yearning for it to come back. And I think it's a very good selling point for us. A lot of current forms of real life media products, certainly in the mainstream, is to consider that it's almost to consider the fact that people, you know, a lot of people out there are sort of singing about their life and how, you know, they're on the top of the world and they've got all the money and how great their life is, and life for shall I say regular people, it's not like that. And I think people like a band they can relate to, and I think in that sense that is one way that is one way that we've been able to challenge stereotypes. Challenge real media products. First of all, two ancillary texts that we have chosen to make are a digipack for an album for our band The Motion, and a website, you know, displaying information about the band, gigs, and, you know, where to buy tickets and merchandise and stuff like that. For me, they both convey they both convey different links to our actual main media product and our main video. Some effective, some on reflection may not seem as effective as we first thought, however still should work. If you look at the website first, I think the website fits very well with our music video and the song "Female of the Species." It's done in quite a goofy way. That's sort of like the website that we made. You know, things like it was, you know, describes me as a party animal, and George, our drummer, you know, he's compared alongside you know, some of the big drummers of the world, you know, people such as Ringo Starr, and so, you know, some of the really, you know, the really real greats and real famous drummers. Um, and you know, this sort of goofy nature, you know, mucking it up, people are going to read it, they're not actually going to believe, people, if it was a fan reading it, they're not really going to believe it, but they'll sort of go along with it because they sort of know it's, you know, they sort of understand it's all part of the joke, it's also, you know, it's all sort of goofing about sort of thing. So in that way, I think the website especially fits very well. The digipack, on the other hand, as it was a digipack for the album, when making it, we sort of thought, it's best not to focus it all on one song. So the digipack can come across as having quite an opposite message to Female of the Species, the video, but matches quite well lyrically if you read through lyrics and what the song's about. You know, the front cover, it's a very dark room, it's a very dark setting. The picture that we chose was deliberately meant to be enigmatic, make people think, you know, what is it? Why is the person looking at it? And I think that's why, and I think in that sense it's quite more serious than sort of the nature of the video and certain aspects of the website. One way I do feel that the title cut, the front cover of the CD of the digipack does fit quite well. Is the image I wanted to get was the person was sort of entranced by what they were looking at on the screen, and you know, in the music video, it's about how men are entranced. You know, it's about how men are entranced by women and will do anything. Essentially, in a way, it's almost like saying they'll do anything for a woman, as long, you know, they'll do anything for a woman as long as they love her and all that. So I think in that sense it does fit quite well. The other aspects of the digipack, again, are more sort of gone along to sort of follow this theme. There's a couple of, you know, there are band shots in there. They're deliberately set out, that wanted them to be quite basic and wanted them to follow, you know, just general conventions of media products. We wanted them to follow, you know, again, we want to make the band recognisable. We just chose shots that are intentionally enigmatic. You sort of wonder, why are they sitting? Why are they on this curb? What are they doing? Looks like they're waiting for something. What is it? Just sort of to try and pose all these questions. The backing, the track listing chosen as MSN Conversation was chosen because it's something new and innovative and no one's ever done. You look at some of the songs, they're deliberately done to fit in with this theme, fit in with our music video, Female of the Species, of sort of this lusting after women sort of thing, and it's yeah, and sort of, yeah, this sort of lusting after women things. So I think it's like, I think it's I can't talk to you, and to be myself, and meltdown are all things that are supposed to be connected with relationships and other bits like that. Done.